Hello everyone, welcome back to Diesel Railcar Simulator, which has received a brand new update, and we will get into the patch notes for it in a minute. Today we are on the Westfords route in the Westerns on Westfords timetable, and we are doing a run up the Langley Farm branch line from here at Vicarage. So it'll take about 15-16 minutes, and we are in the little class 122 diesel railcar that you see there on the right. Anyway, let's get started. Unpause the game, put the HUD back on. Gotta remember how to use the keybinds. Come on, buddy. Let's get the handbrake off. Then we have to start the engine. There we go. Engines are started. We'll be ready to go in just a moment. Oh, that's the button we want. Yeah. Look at how cute this little 122 is. It is just adorable. I don't believe headlights are actually a feature on base trains in the game. I believe that's a part of this timetable mod. Yeah. It's available. All of the mods that I use are available on the Steam Workshop. I don't have a list of all of them because there's quite a lot, but yeah. Anyway, so yeah. We've already got a green signal to go onto the Langley Farm branch. We're doing rural down 05, if you're wondering. So yeah. Just wait for the signal to depart from our good friend the conductor. Make sure AWS is working. So yeah. Next stop after this will be Bramfield Green, and do bear in mind this route is unfortunately fictional, but hey, honestly, if Running Train has showed us anything, then yeah, it's not to, yeah, train simulators can still be very good even if they are fictional. These are Railcar Sim, and Running Train really have showed us that. We need as much run up as possible, because we do have quite a steep hill. So yes, here's ours. I do love the smooth camera transitions, but yeah, once we get into this, okay, we now have a 40 zone. Yeah, we do have quite a steep hill leaving Vicarage, so yeah. I don't think we'll have any AWS prompts today because this is just a single branch line with no, you know, with no other trains running on the line. So yeah. Speed. See what I meant about struggling on hills? How's the frame rate? 40 frames a second. Yeah, it did. This latest update reset all my graphics settings, which is a bit annoying, and I had to go back and change all of them in order to get the experience back to where I wanted it, but yeah. You may notice the game looks a bit better, and that is because we just got Gameplay Patch 4 facelift on June 2nd of 2026, so I'm recording this 2 days after that patch came out. And yeah, the first thing that LapiaWare says is inspired by the cutting-edge graphics of Running Train. So it's nice to know developers are getting inspired by each other. First off, the sky and clouds have gotten a bit of a reboot. Sunsets have darker clouds with more realistic sky color and lighting. Clouds have more volume and variance in size, which you can... I haven't chosen a sunset run for today's trip, but you can definitely tell that the clouds do look quite a bit better than they did. The trees have gotten a bit of an update. Some tree models have been upgraded. Adjustments to SSAO, or screen space ambient occlusion, parameters make the dark sides of the trees less exaggerated, which is nice. Next up, the grass. Oh boy. Shut her down. Don't want to go too quick. Yeah, there we go. That's a good shot. Nice. This really is an adorable little branch line. Oh boy. Down. Next stop is Bramfield Green, and we're just coming up on that. Making good time already. So next up in the patch notes, grass. Grass, flowers, and other plants are now smaller, of more realistic size. Each plant has its own density modifier to increase the number of plain grasses at the expense of other plants. Vegetation also becomes gradually sparser, farther away from the track, instead of having uniform density and a clear-cut border. Water reflections for ocean and lake materials have been toned down for a more authentic appearance. Yeah, a bit of brakes going. Put you in neutral, so I don't have to change down all the gears. Yeah, ooh, I think I might be getting better frames. Here is Bramfield Green. Can't use the emergency brakes. If we just stop within the platform, we should be good. Lost 10 points there, but we're good. Arrived 1 second late. That's fine, honestly. Right, let's keep the brakes lapped a bit. Water reflections for ocean and lake materials have been toned down for more authentic appearance. In terms of other graphics improvements, adjusted patchy grass ground textures to make it look less turquoise, fixed visual glitches on some viaducts, and fixed cloud clipping. For the user interface, added route and train names to driving settings menu under information. Fixed service filter list showing an empty station option for some timetables where clicking on it would lead to a crash. Removed option to zoom out map, which is this map, using QE keys because the map would look bad when zoomed out and AI trains are only rendered as far as they would be in a normal view. A couple of fixes to the editor. Sorry about that. If you heard that, my dad just sneezed really loudly. Miscellaneous, attempted to fix packed normal maps, fixed default tilt to only apply to head views, not bogey view, and optimized some geometry-related computations. So yeah, a pretty decent patch from Late PWare, and I gotta say, these new visual improvements are quite nice. You can definitely tell in areas of increased vegetation that, yeah, my frame rate does drop, but hey, I'm willing to take that for a better looking game in some circumstances. Like, for example, in Train Sim World, the Czech route, Liberec Starapaka, which is one of my favorite routes in the game, doesn't perform the best. It's usually only maximum around 35 to 40 frames per second because there's just so many assets loaded in at any one time. But yeah, it's so stable that honestly I'm willing to forgive the performance issues in favor of a better looking game. It's just a matter of striking a balance, and lack of stuttering also makes it a lot better. If you have low frame rate and bad stuttering, then like some routes on Train Sim World I'm not going to name, can zig top on. Yeah, then that just makes it the experience a whole lot worse if you've got stuttering and low frame rate. Hang on, I've got an idea for a thumbnail. Sorry about. So yeah, if I do it from this direction. Oh, whoa! What the heck? Okay, that terrain looks a bit dodgy. Might have to report that to Mr. Lapierware. See if I can remove the HUD and get a decent shot of our quite nice looking Class 122. Okay. Yeah, that was some definitely dodgy looking terrain. Next stop, Peppercampton. Coming up. To 50 miles an hour. Keep an eye on our upcoming stop. I do love the running sounds in this game. I mean, considering its age, Diesel Railcar Simulator has aged like fine wine. It is an amazing game. Put you in neutral, just coast the rest of the way. That's about it. Keep using my train sim mode keybinds out of habit, you know. Wow, there's like even like a little dock there. Should have used the horn probably, but hey, there's no whistle board. Peppercampton. Wonder how often the service runs. Ooh. Ah! I got a penalty. I forgot about the penalty for emergency brakes. Oh, that was a lot of points just taken off there. Whoopsie daisy. Yeah, and next stop will be our final stop, Langley Farm. I've also got some modded routes, and I'm especially looking forward to trying the Greater Dublin and Argentinian routes at some point on the channel. Because there is an Argentinian route that someone made on the Steam Workshop. I want to give it a try at some point. Beans. Next up, Langley Farm, which is our last stop on the line. You'll notice I don't have target speed on my HUD anymore, unlike last video. Thought it was a bit too much of a cheat to have that. I've been going through all my train sims and like changing what stuff I want to see on the HUD. In my next Train Sim World video, for the first time in my career, I have switched from the pre-TSW4 HUD to the older normal, quote-unquote normal style HUD. No, minimal HUD. The minimal HUD that's post-TSW4, sorry. That should make for a much more interesting driving experience, that's for sure. To 50 miles an hour. Nice little bridge here. Ooh, very nice looking little bridge here. Very cute. And I'm glad to see that the diesel exhaust effects in this game don't absolutely murder the frame rate, unlike in Train Sim World. That's the one thing about Train Sim World. I wish I could turn off the diesel exhaust effects because, oh my goodness, they absolutely obliterate my frame rate. Top gear. Oopsie. Nope, not top gear. There's a neutral, but yeah, I made a mistake. Shouldn't have done that. Those are big penalties. Oof. Yeah, the scoring system got overhauled in this game a few updates ago, and it's even more punishing than it was before. I think coming down, it would definitely be a lot more dicey trying to keep the thing below the speed limit. It's just been uphill all the way to Langley Farm. Because, yeah, you have pretty much constant downhill all the way from Langley Farm to Rickeridge. Oh, we do have signals. Okay. Try and keep it the speed of 40 miles an hour. Yeah, this is an enjoyable little branch line to run, I gotta say. It's a bit of a pain to manage the manual gears, but hey, that's what you get Diesel Railcar Sim for. That's what you sign up for. Manual gears. The only other train simulator with a train with manual gears is probably Train Sim World with the Class 101 that originally was on, I want to say, Northern Transpennine. And then it got recycled for Tees Valley, Diesel Legends of the Great Western, and West Coast Mainline Preston Carlisle. But at least Just Train did a considerable update to that route, with a decent amount of stuff. They completely retextured the interior on the 101. And the reason I don't drive the 101 that often is because, well, what's the point? I have to do the gears with my mouse. There's no keybinds that you can assign in-game. Whoops. Keep it in second for now. We have a minute and a half to get into Langley Farm. We have a green signal for the left-hand platform. Just let the speed bleed off naturally. Coming up, Langley Farm wasn't on the HUD until the last moment, so I'm kind of wondering what was going on there. Don't think there's another train here, so yeah. I don't think this route is even equipped with AWS. We haven't had an AWS go off the entire time. Well, it has been all green signals, but I haven't seen any magnets. Alright, easy does it. 10 miles an hour into Langley Farm. Oh, are we getting shunted? Wait a minute. Yeah, we're getting shunted over. Interesting. Keep it in first gear just for maximum responsiveness. Maximum torque. Yeah, we're getting shunted over. Ooh, suspension going real bouncy. Look at that. Gated crossing. Very nice little town here. Slightly late, but hey, it is what it is. Let's park in front of this station building here. There's no stop marker. Alright. Just have to wait until we finish. All the passengers disembark. Let's check our score. 84.99! 10,000 or more is considered a perfect run. So what do we lose? Valuation page. Energy use 79.9 compared to the expected use So yeah, we are actually traveling slower much of the time than the game is expecting us to. And... oh. Well, you didn't give me any stop markers, game, so I don't know where you... okay. I'm going to say that's a pretty successful run from me. So yeah, that'll be all for this video, everyone. Thank you all so much for watching. Let me know what you think of this latest update to Diesel Railcar Sim down in the comment section. Please do like the video, subscribe to the channel, and if you're already subscribed, please do hit that notification bell to make sure you never miss a video or stream. Please go follow my Twitch if you haven't already, and join my Discord server if you want to chat with me personally. And finally, if you want to become a channel member, that really does help me out on the old finances. So yeah, that'll be all from me. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.